Friends, it's the 4th week in April. The soils are warming up, the plants are springing back to life, and I've noticed the return of one of my personally favorite animals, the earthworm. Earthworms have spent the long winter deep underground under that snow, and they're now becoming active, coming up to the soil surface to feed on leaves and grasses, rotting logs. Let's go see what we can go dig up about my favorite animal. This is the kind of stuff the worm is feeding on, all this dead plant material. Oh, there's one right there. One right there. Let's see, do we have any others? Take a look. That's a big one. Now, if you've ever dug up an earthworm, you've probably noticed two things. The first, when you feel an earthworm, they feel kind of slimy, and there's a good reason for that. Earthworms breathe through their skin, and so their bodies are covered in this mucus that keeps their skin moist, which makes it easy for them to breathe. Now, the second thing you've maybe noticed about an earthworm, if you've held it, is that they actually feel kind of scratchy. Or maybe you've tried to pull an earthworm out of the soil and it's like it just won't let go. Well, that's because earthworms don't have arms or legs. They use these tiny hairs on the outside of their bodies. They're like bristly hairs called setae. They use those to grip the soil. It also offers them a little bit of protection when maybe a bird like a robin comes to pull them out of the ground. That's how they hold on tight. Okay, so we're inside now, and we're gonna take a closer look at our earthworms. They're so well designed for their job of tunneling through the earth. Let's zoom in and take a closer look. One of the things I love about earthworms, they may not have a lot of flashy parts, but they have 5 hearts. Here we can see the head and the heart, and the digestive system goes all the way down through the body of the worm. Earthworms are such fascinating creatures. You don't need a shovel to go looking for signs of earthworms. I want to take you back outside to show you something I noticed this morning. Looking for earthworms during the daytime can be a challenge. They're not going to want to come up to the surface when the sun is out for risk of drying out or being seen by a predator. But I bet if you got down on your belly and you looked really closely, we can still see signs of their nightly activity above ground. I look for exit holes, and also I look for their scat. We call a worm's scat or droppings castings. And when I was walking up to the nature center this morning, I was spotting little piles of casting all along on the turf in front of the nature center. I wonder if you got down on your belly in your schoolyard, if you could find worm castings. I wonder why worms come out after a heavy rain. I wonder how fast a worm can tunnel underground. I wonder what you wonder.